Let's shout out Playground for letting FYP back for a second year. They could have easily said no to a bunch of theater kids trying to do comedy, but they didn't, so that's why you guys are the best. I did the FYP show last year, and I like to think that it was kind of funny. If you didn't see my set last year, I basically talked about how growing up I was so short that when I went to the doctor, he told me that I wasn't producing growth hormones, so I had to get shots in my butt cheeks every single day for 2 years. And my dad would give me these butt shots, and we did them all over the country, we did them in weird places. Yeah, that was just me like telling you like the chronological events of that story, and it's already funny, so I didn't really have to try that hard to make up a comedy set. So this year I was struggling a little bit because I can make short jokes like all night long. They've said a lot to me, so I know a lot of them. But being short is not my only personality, believe it or not. So if the first thing that people notice about me is my height, I thought, okay, what's the second thing that people notice about me? And it's usually my ethnicity. They know that I'm something. They don't know exactly what I am, but they know that I'm a person of color. And I get a lot of what are yous asked to me, like, hey Mario, what are you? Very broad question. What am I? I don't know. Lonely. Yeah, but then they stare at me, and I don't think that's what they meant. But before they ask the "what are you" question, they love to guess my ethnicity. It's their favorite game. They're like, I'm gonna guess what you are, and they're usually incorrect. A lot of the time. If they know me and they know my name is Mario, a lot of people think I'm Italian. I don't look Italian at all. I guess it's because my name is Mario, but I could never be Italian because Italian cuisine, there's a lot of cheese, and I'm very lactose intolerant, and I don't think my stomach would be a fan of the main course meals. This next joke is for FYP people only. Me and fettuccine alfredo is like Nick Fiore and alcohol. You know, at some point in the night, we're gonna end up near the toilet. I guess the only difference is they're coming out of different holes. But I shouldn't have made that joke. I'm sorry. Another ethnicity people think I am is Indian. I don't. Indians. I don't see it either. But fun fact, I'm gonna do with my theater kid flex. I was cast in Diary of a Wimpy Kid the musical back in Minnesota, and I was cast as the understudy of Chirag Gupta. And I think they cast me thinking I was Indian. They wanted me to do an Indian accent, and I strongly said no. So that's what you get. But hey, great experience. But the ethnicity that I get mistaken for the most is Hispanic. A lot of people think my celebrity look-alike. Celebrity meaning real life, living person. They think my celebrity look-alike is Miguel from Coco. It's like, don't get me wrong, like, I see it too. I mean, I was literally him for Halloween. But my celebrity look-alike is a 10-year-old Pixar character. It's not a good look. But like when I'm in stores, I get approached by people and they come up to me and they start speaking Spanish to me, and I don't know what's being said. They're like, "¿Cómo estás?" That's all the Spanish I know. I last time I took Spanish, I was in 8th grade, and my school was very underfunded. We had like a new Spanish teacher every other year, so we kind of just relearned the same stuff over and over again. So despite taking 9 years of Spanish, could I tell you a sentence in Spanish? Absolutely not. But you bet your ass I got my colors down, because that's all we learned. Blue, azul, red, rojo, yellow, armadillo. Like, I got that shit down. But I do want to shout out one of my Spanish teachers that I had in middle school. Her name was Miss Valdez, and she was probably my favorite out of the Spanish teachers I had. And she was from Colombia, so she had a very thick accent, so she would say her name was Miss Valdez. And being a middle school boy and having other middle schoolers in the class, we only referred to her as Miss Feldy's nuts. And not just like to each other, like to her face. That I would raise my hand and be like, Miss Feldy's nuts. Can you teach me Spanish, please? I'm so sorry. This set is for you, Miss Feldy's nuts. So shout out to you. But none of those ethnicities are correct. I am Filipino. I'm half Filipino, and I think it's time that people put respect on Filipinos and remember that I'm Filipino. And I thought, well, what better way to remember something than with a song? And what better song than the melody of Remember Me from my Celebrity Doppelgangers hit movie. So, is it okay if I sing for you guys? Yeah. I was gonna borrow a guitar and learn this, but that's way too much work, so here's the karaoke track. Take this seriously. Ethnicity. I'm always asked, hey, what am I? Ethnicity. Italian or Spanish guy. Approached in TJ Maxx by two Spanish men with buzz cuts. They speak in Espanol, don't know what's said. Thanks, Valdi's nuts. Filipino, like Bruno Mars, and other stars like Rodrigo. But I'm still hurt from all the scars. I know Miguel Rivera looks a hell a lot like me, but that is actually not my ethnicity.